This is Prague, the capital of Czechoslovakia. In the sunny autumn in 1961, 62 delegates of the National Red Cross Societies converged on the city. For 14 days, Prague will become the scene of a truly significant event, the 26th session of the Board of Governors of the League of Red Cross, Red Crescent, and Red Lion and Sun societies. The Red Cross emblem, a symbol of humanity, warm words of welcome, friendly handshakes, are first impressions in new surroundings. The meeting took place at the International Hotel, which was also the temporary home of our guests. The week before the session of the Board of Governors, meetings of the Executive Committee, the Health Advisory Committee, and the Junior Red Cross Advisory Committee took place. Lively discussions and fruitful exchange of opinions resulted in proposals that the delegates later presented to the Board of Governors session. The delegates took advantage of their few free moments to tour Prague and enjoy its sights. For centuries, ancient Prague has been known as Europe's lacework in stone. Prague Castle, once the seat of Czech kings, now the seat of the President of the Republic. The St. Vitus Cathedral. The Teen Church in Prague's Old Town. The astronomical clock constructed in 1490. The National Theatre, which the Czech people call the Golden Chapel, resounded with the music of Dvorak's opera, The Jacobin, and walks through the ancient palace gardens in the little quarter were very refreshing and offered wide views of Prague. Pleasant and welcome breaks were bus tours to various parts of Czechoslovakia. The first visit was to Bohemia's medicinal springs and spas. Karlovy Vary, two words so often and so gratefully spoken by patients from many corners of the world. And not far off, Mariánské Lázně. On another tour, the delegates visited the lovely countryside of South Bohemia. Proud Hluboká Castle reigns over the region. And this is Lišno Castle near Prague. All year round you can meet men and women with the Red Cross badge here because this is the central school of the Czechoslovak Red Cross. And in summer, the castle, the woodland, and the ponds belong to the juniors. However, explains Dr. Zdeněk Krejčí, chairman of the Central Junior Red Cross Committee, above all, they belong to children recovering from illness or accident. Not only the Central Committee, but all regional committees of the Czechoslovak Red Cross arrange their own summer camps for juniors. Here is one of them. Even the youngest learn the ABC of hygiene, applying first aid and at special lectures. And in practical field training. Sports, of course, are never missing. Time moves on in the regions, and old beauty is enhanced by new deeds. New housing projects encircle industrial districts. Cultural centers, creches, schools, hospitals, and sports stadia. These meet the high demands of man today. No, these are not the Alps. These are the Slovak Tatra Mountains, the more modest sister to the Alps. Here, too, man has put their wild beauty to his service. Every year, medical institutes and modern sanatoria return health to thousands of patients free of charge. In Czechoslovakia, care for man, his health, is based on the close relationship of medical science and practice and the active participation of all citizens. What are the results? A considerable drop in illness, a continual improvement in health, and in prolonging life expectancy. Since 1961, there has not been a single case of polio. Prague, September 30th, 1961. The House of Artists, one of the city's concert halls. Here, the 26th session of the Board of Governors of the League of Red Cross, Red Crescent, and Red Lion and Son Societies was opened. Delegates, guests, volunteers, and officers of the Prague branch of the Red Cross take their places in the large concert hall. At the chairman's table, Mr. John Macaulay, chairman of the League of the Red Cross, Ambassador Ponce, chairman of the Standing Commission of the International Red Cross, Mr. Leopold Boissier, chairman of the International Committee, Mr. Henrik Baer, general secretary of the League, Dr. František Janok, chairman of the Czechoslovak Red Cross, and Dr. Josef Plojha, Czechoslovak Minister of Health. In his welcoming address, Dr. Janok states his belief that the meeting of the Board of Governors will strengthen the humane ideals of the Red Cross and, above all, efforts to maintain world peace. Only peace can prevent the greatest cause of suffering, war. Chairman John Macaulay has the floor. His statement that many questions remain unsolved, questions vitally important for the whole world, and that the Red Cross can create and is creating the best conditions for understanding and friendship among nations, was fully endorsed. During the meeting of the Board of Governors, President Antonin Novotny received the foreign delegates. After the official address of Mr. Macaulay, chairman of the League of the Red Cross Society, the President listened with interest to reports on the meeting of the Board of Governors. He wished the Board of Governors and all Red Cross societies much success in their work. The actual session of the Board of Governors began on October 2nd and lasted all day. Different nationalities, races, and religious beliefs, different languages, different institutions, but one idea common to all: to fight sickness, poverty, war, to fight the causes of human suffering, to realize the principles of humanity in the spirit of the slogan, Per humanitatem ad pacem. elections to the Executive Committee to replace national societies whose terms had expired. One of the new members is the Czechoslovak Red Cross. Intermissions, too, were an occasion for discussion, for sharing impressions with friends, old and new, for seeking and finding solutions to many problems. Or to visit the exhibitions of the League and of the Czechoslovak Red Cross. An international exhibition of the Junior Red Cross was another attraction. In historic Town Hall, it is a pleasure to look at the work of the junior members, at the artistic efforts of juniors from all over the world. We wish them much success. Let us guard their way against illness, poverty, and suffering. An invitation to dinner from the Minister of Health, Dr. Josef Plojha, at an old Prague palace. In a cordial atmosphere, glasses are raised in toast. Friendship among nations forever, to man's health, and gratitude to all who are helping to strengthen and guard his health. And so, thanks to the members of all the Red Cross societies for their unselfish work. The 26th session of the Board of Governors has ended. For 14 days we met under this emblem, a symbol of the responsibility and effort of the delegates. May our work always be guarded by the slogan of the meeting, Per humanitatem ad pacem. Until we meet again in Prague.